Hello, welcome back. We had some news from Beratos. Suggests that he's probably not going to be able to take much off Abyssia, if he can make much impact at all. Maybe he can get one of his thrones. Tough to say. So we probably must go and do something about Abyssia, unfortunately. Anyway, research and enchantment. Great. Same targets. We're basically just trying to hit 8 and everything at this point, and, we'll get as much as we can done. Did some summons, search for sites, didn't find anything. We have AI Kalem throwing some bits and pieces at us, at the stack that's moving towards his remaining forts. We also put one of his forts under siege with our big guys. I'm pretty sure I sent 3 of our Jarls. I don't know why it's only 2, but hey, whatever. We also had this really funny event. Hogni the Jotun Jarl was the victim of an assassination attempt made by a mad devil worshipper from our own ranks. A great bear. So somehow this great bear has been worshipping devils, and with the assistance of a devil, rebelled against us. So, never trust the bear. The battle is pretty funny. The devil flies onto our guy and just dies, and then the bear, I guess, runs away into the forest. Be careful out there if you encounter a bear. Anyway, events then pretty good. Generally some good income stuff, so some income and resources in Iron Range, some gold in Bermanhise. We lost a lot of tax in Godwoods. A couple of gems in Wide Spring Grove, though. Lost some scouts. Both of our scouts trying to walk into Gita just got patrolled out immediately, so... yeah. 20-some Alliance patrolling apparently is just, unbeatable. So, yeah. Okay then. Probably not going to be able to do much scouting, it seems. And that's it for messages. Yeah. We're just going to push everything over towards Gaeta now. Since we're probably not going to have any threat from Beratos, I guess everything in this fort can empty out. Not the mages, because they're on forging duty mostly, but certainly all the junk that's in here might as well move out. I'll start doing that next month. For now I'm just moving out all this stuff. They can start heading over. So that's fine. We had some real luck this turn. I mean, this is... So, Hold here, she's wearing a Gossamer Veil. We'll get rid of that for a second. This is a Gija D1 G4 B1 that we recruited this turn. So, just to put that into perspective, they only come with G1. Which means she got the 20% pick on the first slot and got Glamour. And then she got the 20% pick on this slot and got Glamour. And then she also got the 20% pick on the 10% pick. And became a G4 mage. Which is pretty sick. I don't know what the odds of that are, but I assume they're exceedingly low. So, first things first, she's going to pick up a Skull Staff and twice spawn herself, because if she dies, we want her to come back, because that's extremely unique. It also lets us do something, which is why she has on this Gossamer Crown, Gossamer Veil. She can actually, if I check the globals list, there's a slot again. Looks like Ulm lost Mother Oak at some point. She could cast Gates of Horn and Ivory, which is a Glamour gem gen. Now that would be pretty useful. Because since we plan on mostly hitting Abyssia's armies with Glamour spells, we could start pumping out Glamour boosters and start giving them to our like G3 mages. Because you make what? 8 gems per month? So that would be 23 Glamour gems per month. So that's probably... I don't know, it's probably not quite 2 veils a month, but it's more than 1, right? So that'd be pretty good. We're also still making cauldrons, which take a huge number of Glamour gems, unfortunately. Just to hide stuff in Bottom Weald. It would be nice if I could give those cauldrons to more of these guys as they walk over as well. But yeah, we might not have quite as enough gems. I mean, I guess I could just start alchemizing tons of shit as well. We have an abundance of fire and air gems at this point. Yeah, but that would be sick if we could do that. I could empower her in air so that she can really easily do Welling Winds as well. I think maybe she should be the mage that gets the Yeah, Empower, especially since we're twice spawning her now as well. Probably a good idea. Yeah, either way, pretty crazy to get a G4 just like that. But hey, I'll take it. So besides that, just moving things towards Bod and Wild. Bereth has also told us that apparently there's a spell in Blood now that lets you teleport, which seems pretty surprising. Maybe a ritual. I wonder how cheap it is. Is it Hellride? This looks like it. It sounds like you can use this to teleport around just using Blood, which seems pretty strong. So what Veritas is up against is Blood Mages teleporting into him, and then just casting Life for a Life on his important stuff. In addition to a bunch of like Devil assassinations and stuff. So we just had a Devil assassination there, didn't we? By a bear. Where's Life for a Life? Oh, I'm looking at rituals, so of course I can't see it. Life for a Life must be down here somewhere, right? Yeah. So, B3 spell that just, you know, there's 40 points of armor negating magic damage that you can't resist. It's pretty brutal. So yeah, we need to be careful about stuff like that. Over in Bod and Wield, we now have our big air mage. She's going to start doing Springhawks every month. Just so that we have some, you know, decent creatures that can fly on turn 1 immediately. I think Springhawks are pretty good. We could also get out some of the other like really big stuff, like maybe we don't actually have the research yet. Later on, when we get more conjuration research, we could also mix in some. I guess Great Eagles would be fine. Yeah, that'd be pretty good actually. So Springhawks are really good because they're very powerful, but I think because they only do shock damage, they're not going to do much to you if you have a little bit of shock res. So, but we'll have a mixture of Eagles and Springhawks, so that we can have stuff that is able to just immediately attack rear, just in case we get stuff teleporting into us. As for assassinations, we just need to make sure we got lots of bodyguards on our guys, I think. There's not much else we can do. I can start manufacturing some items that give you a retinue. I think some of our fire mages that have, like when I get the items off these guys, this will make sure that a lot of our mages have a gem in combat as well, so they can do like a fire rally or something, which might not be super effective against devils, but you know, it's additional chaff, isn't it? I think our commanders are going to be quite good at dealing with devils, though. We have fire resistance, and as we just saw, we can deal with devils pretty well with some of our random commanders. Just not sure how our mages stack up. Either way, I'm not going to go through all these individual red arrows, because, yeah, it's just moving stuff towards Bod and Mild. Over the next few turns, we'll try to move into Javakish, onto Gaeta, and then start looking underground. Probably not going to be able to scout it, but it is what it is. This guy is a guy putting down temples, though, as you know. And that's it for this turn. I will try to keep these turns a bit more brief now, until we actually reach the point where we're attacking Abyssia, so... that's 1064 anyway, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hello, welcome back. We cast twice spawn, die portent. Unfortunately, Abyssia stole the last slot, put up riches from beneath. But there we go. Did some Springhawks, caught some blood slaves. We got attacked in the library. One of our researchers has had a lantern for a while and became horror marked. And some soul tawns found her. So she doesn't last very long, unfortunately. It happens, you know. Life of a researcher. We're battling Dragon Point. Just Machaka taking another Kalian fort. Pretty well defended, I guess. Relative to some of the other stuff we've seen. Machaka's struggling a little bit to get in the gate, it looks like. All these mages here just, Oh. He gets it in the end. So that's Dragon Point. Plus more Hyena Clan, Voice of the Lion. Yeah, not much, really. That's that one. Most of Callum's stuff is done for now, just these few bits to go. Events, Norian Sea, we got 1200 gold. The tax collectors did a magnificent job. Way to go. Agnineth Mercs, we lost some Dominion. Golemfen's attacked by... Well, Machaka got attacked by some fish. Religious misconceptions in Zox. Lost a... Nope, we discovered a... Nope, we are Muspelheim. Lost a scout in Fungwood. I get confused between Machaka and Muspelheim because I'm in two games, one as Machaka and one as Muspelheim, and I keep mixing them up between games. But also we breached the fortress in Amon Forest. Yeah, and we'll keep things brief still. First up, I'm just going to go over spells again, because I don't know if I'm going to leave it in the recording, but last turn I was trying to go over spells, and I kept mixing things up. But basically, we have a D3 Mage that we can empower in air if we need to throw Wind of Death at people. And we now have a G4 Mage that we also should empower in air to do Wailing Winds. Right? Okay, so I think the G4 Mage is, yep, she's now twice born. There she is. She just needs to get empowered. We'll move her over to Bodden first. And yeah, we also have this D3 plus a Staff Mage. So with Air Magic, yeah, she could do Wind of Death. They've been given quickness boots just to move over to Bodden Wield. And yeah, keeping things brief, this turn, more red arrows, just generally moving in this direction. I've asked Baratos if any of his thrones are under siege or under threat just yet. Just want to know how pressed for time we are. But I'll try and move out towards Abyssia in the next turn or two. Down here we're going to storm Amon immediately. I'd like to get all these items off these mages and Jarls. I don't think we need this much, investment over here anymore. So we're going to storm immediately. Usual scripts. Mages are doing Phoenix Pyre and then spamming Pillar of Fire. Giants can just walk forward. Should be okay. We'll get that done. Take all these items off people. And I'm also doing a mad scramble to forge the last few items I think I might need. So, still summoning Springhawks over here. I'm also going to do Call of the Winds on Yabalkish too, so get a bunch of regular Black Hawks. I'm going to make some Heartfinder swords. I'll give those to our Jarls, I think, instead of... Well, currently they just don't have a weapon. But I'll put Heartfinder swords on people. The Jarls that have D2 and can cast Soul Vortex, I'll put Quickness boots on. And the other ones I won't. They'll just get the Boots of the Messenger, I think. I'm going to make another Staff of Elemental Mastery. I'm going to make a bunch of Red Dragon Scale Mails to put on our human mages. Give them some hit points and fire res. I'm going to make lots of Boots of the Messenger to put on just mages, generally. A few Just Man's Crosses, or random commanders that, just priests and things. Gives them something to do. What else? Lots of Copper Plates too, for important gauges. Give them some hit points and shock res. Amulet of Resilience for my Prophet. Smasher for my Prophet. He's probably going to dual wield Smashes, or maybe not. I might let him have the Demon Bane. I'll put the 2 Smashes on someone else. Just lots and lots of general items. I'll just make as much junk as I can. We're not going to get up Horn of Ivory, or whatever it's called. Gate of Horn and Ivory. So, probably can't make a bunch of Glamour boosters very easily. I need to save some Glamour gems to actually do Glamour spells, is the thing. I'm trying not to go super low in anything important, other than Fire and Air, since we have tons of that income. But for Air, we need at least 100 Air gems to empower 2 mages in Air, so we'll do the empowering next month. We should have about 94. I'll alchemize a few gems, and that'll be okay. Yep. I need Death Gems to put on our Jarls who can do Soul Vortex. And also need Death Gems for Death spells too. But we have a few items in the treasury. Stuff is building up. Oh, I should give out the research boosters. I'll do that when the turn ends. Actually, I can do it now. There's quite a few Glamour Mages here now. Just give you guys these. You guys all researching? Anyone else researching with some Glamour? No. I think everyone who has Glamour, or all the gauges are just moving towards Bodden Wield is the thing. So I'm moving these guys out now too. So more Giants and Burrs and Boars coming over. We got these guys moving out. We have these guys heading to Dubros. They have a cauldron, so a lot of them will be hidden at least. Some other stuff's going to Saboria, all those Yetis. Yeah. We can put stuff towards Javalkish next month and then move on to Beta. and see how it goes. Unfortunately, I can't get a scout down here. I wonder if you can scry stuff underground. I have no idea. There's all kinds of scrying spells. Is there a nature scrying spell now? Can't remember. Probably. I don't know. I'll look through it later, and I'll try and scry the underground province, see if we can do that. But yeah, in the efforts of interest of keeping things brief, that's it. Just moving stuff over here, making a bunch of items. When we're ready to move out, I'll show off the army properly. But until then, just lots of red arrows, lots of frantic forging, and yeah, waiting for a word from Veritas. Other than that, let's turn 65, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hey there, what's up? Don't mind me. I haven't done the next turn yet, just sorting out all of our items across our nation. And you know, looks nice when it's organised. Thought I'd show that off for people who enjoy looking at big inventories. There you go. Gonna give all these items out now, so see you in a second. Hello, welcome back. Enchantment is ours. So level 8 lets us do mass flight, I believe. Let's see. Soaring army? Yeah. So that's the new mass flight, I guess. So mass flight is actually just an AoE now. Okay. Also Thunderfend, which might be quite good for us, depending on how much lightning Abyssia can field. And Firefend too. You know, nice to protect the stuff we have that doesn't have fire resistance. Even Frostfend, also pretty good for us. We do have it on our Bless though. And we can easily get a Waterfall Mage to come with us. Well, I say easily. I mean, we can easily get a Water 3 Mage to come with us and use 2 gems. Or we could also give them a staff and make them a W4 and just give them an orb, I guess. You know what I mean, though. We might be able to do army regen too, which is the new mass regen. We can definitely get N4. N5 might be a bit tricky. It's a shame we can't make Freelord staves. But an N4 with 4 gems can cast it. We need to stockpile a lot of nature gems though to have it with the guys. And Mist of Deception. Sure, why not? It's another big glamour spell we can do. So tons of useful stuff there. We'll get Alteration next. And look through those next month. Displaced Warriors is probably quite good. Oh, that's not even the battlefield on. What about Luck? Is that in Alteration? Luck? No. Is that Thaumaturgy? Yeah. So do we have an AoE mass version of that? Battle Fortune? Interesting. Okay, so Luck for the whole battlefield is a level 9 spell, okay. Well, anyway, we're still doing 2.2k research, which is nice, so halt in 2 months maybe. I think I'm going to move stuff towards Abyssia next month. The research might drop a little bit, but probably not too much. Anyway, another mage who was horror marked got killed by Tainted Souls, which is a new type of horror, I believe. Could be wrong. Don't think I've ever seen those before, though. Life-draining Fleur. What else? Battling Goldenfens, so we saw Machaka taking that province back from the fish. We had a battle in Ammon Forest, of course, so... It's just kind of odd. So Firespell's got hit by an arrow, dropped to 14 hit points, and immediately started routing. Which is a shame, because she does have Phoenix Pyre now. Maybe... She just doesn't trust me anymore, that's the thing. Anyway, drop some Pillars of Fire next. The guys then go off script, and I don't even know what they do. They might be asleep, actually. Oh yeah, 100 fatigue, okay. Fair enough then. So we've got our guys trying to walk in the gate. Thugs killing things from behind. The guy in the black steel generates slightly too much fatigue, so... Yeah, he hangs out here for a while, currently on 125 fatigue. Yeah. Black steel's a bit much. In terms of encumbrance. Still, we got 2 guys flying around doing stuff. Plenty of priests banishing all this undead junk here as well. And lots of lightning bolts, which is actually kind of a problem for our regular giants since they don't have any buffs on them. But they die pretty quickly once we're actually in chopping range. Just the war. Just a few wall archers to go. And there we go. Amon Forest is ours. So that time cost us 6 giants. That's okay though. After losing mages. I doubt Calum has much left at this point. Iron Range. This is an interesting event. A gateway to the lower realms has opened, spewing forth inhabitants of that dismal place. So we got attacked by Shade Beasts? Fiends of Darkness. Quite a few of them. So they roll this province quite easily. So there's Iron Range. We killed one of them at least. And there's now a site in this province, a Demon Gate, that you can enter to summon a Fiend of Darkness, which is kind of cool. Does increase the unrest by quite a bit though. Hey, nothing's free, right? Yeah, so we had that event, Sectarian Movement in Toledo, some Fire Gems in Ansana. Misconceptions in Gunedith Merc still. Caught Callan Scout, did some patrolling. New famous hero from that battle, yeah. Sizes up to 20 DLC, now has Iron Will. Really, really nice one. So I'm happy with that. And as you can see, I've taken all the items off these guys now. I'm just gonna use a very basic army to move on to Dragon Skill next, while one guy stays behind to build a temple. This is probably the last of that was probably the last difficult fight we're gonna have, I think. So we just got regular Jarl buffing up and attack rearing, just like this. Still got, 75 giants. Mages are still doing Phoenix Power, and True Shot, and Pillar of Fire. Besides that, not much to say. They think they should be able to finish those things off quite easily. The 2 big Jarls that we have that have D2 have been given the Staves of Elemental Mastery. That gets them up to A2 and gives them additional range. And those 2 things allow them Cloud Trapeze all the way over to Bod and Wield, where they can pick up their items. And then probably move directly on to Gaeta next month, which would be good because, yeah, the other guys can. So that'll be fine. Lots of people are arriving around here now too. We have, let's see, 43 Yetis in Saboria. We have 55 Giants, some Fey Knights and some Boulder Throwers arriving in Forest of Eden. We have some stuff in Muspelheim that can move straight to Yarvel Kish. And then we have all the rest of this junk here. So everything can move to Yarvel Kish next month or Gaeta, depending on how much movement they have. And then we'll start rolling in. Been giving out the items a little bit just to see how things are going to look. So our random priests have got, Just Man's Crosses. Our little nature mages have Boots of the Messenger and Red Dragon Scale Mill. Trying to get them all nature boosters too. We've got 2 more mages twice spawning themselves, 2 D3 mages. So they'll be our D4s. And we can also empower one of them if we need to do Wind of Death. Giving out the Yalls that we do have here as well. So, just seeing what they're going to look like. I realise we don't actually have many D2 guys over here, which is why I'm cloud trapezing those, that one group. I'm going to make another Cauldron of Elven Halls. So we got 1 here, there's 1 with this stack. And then we'll put 1 more on the last stack. And everything's going to move into Yarvel Kish next month, so... yeah. But I think we can move enough stuff to Gaeta as well, that it should just go immediately under siege. I think. I could be wrong about that. But let's see. I mean, these guys can. If I gave you some Muspel Giants, can you still get there? Yeah, so that should be fine, I think. We'll have options for moving quite a lot of stuff onto Gaeta next month. So we should crack it open pretty easily and get down it, and then we just need to get into the cave lair and see what's down there. I am going to have to be ready for remote stuff and assassinations and all that other junk. But if we're lucky, Abyssia has most of his stuff like in this area of the world and quite far away from this. but we'll see. And yeah, in the interest of keeping things brief, that's still where we're at. So we're going to do a few more Cold Wind, Springhawks, Gossamer Veils. There's those 2 Death Mages twice spawning. Still making items and armor and stuff. And yeah, I should probably leave an A2 Mage in this fort to use those transfer spells that transfer gems. I'm not sure if you can transfer to an underground province, but maybe if there's a path, you'd be able to, right? I guess we'll find out. Anyway, as it stands, that's turn 66. So next turn you'll get to see some real armies, so stay tuned, or if this is going to be in a different video, see you then.